Welcome to the Badass Babe Manifest podcast. The vibe here is how to manifest in a simple and fun way, implementing my abundance DNA method without the bullshit, overcomplicated hacks or fluff. I'm your host, Kelly Pender, your spiritual manifestation coach, and together we're going to uncover your unique abundance frequency, step into who the fuck you are unapologetically, and remove the limitation caps as well as playing it small to open yourself the F up to the unlimited abundance, success, and money to easily flow into your life and or business. Let's manifest that shit. Hello, my love. Welcome back to another episode of the Badass Babe Manifest podcast. We're diving into how my client manifested $3K in just 3 days after this science-backed technique, after this one technique and then one shift that we did in her subconscious and in her electromagnetic field. And it's so funny because I had an abundance manifestation audit with her, and on the call afterwards, she was like, Kelly, this is before we started working together. She was like, Kelly, you are so good at what you do. It's awesome, because she's also a manifestation coach and works with clients and has her business. And she was like, you were able to get deep into my subconscious like that very, very quickly, more than I've experienced before. And I'm like, yeah, girl, I'm a subconscious ninja. I can hear what's going on where you can't. This is where we have blind spots. This is where we are cock blocking ourselves because of what is going on in our subconscious, deep, deep, deep in our subconscious. And I know, and including myself, I used to be like, oh, I'll just sit down and journal and I'll find what that root is. I'll find what that quote unquote block is. I never fucking found it until I did neural energetic encoding. And that's a technique that I did with her. And this is a technique that I do exclusively with my one-on-one clients that I also do inside Manifest That Shit University to allow you to finally change your money story. To just change your story of lack, of scarcity, of struggle, not enough, unworthy, invaluable, disappointed, frustrated, nothing's working, right? To finally change that story and start attracting thousands of dollars, like my client who I'm talking about and sharing her success story in this podcast that happened within 3 days. This was only last week, and since then she's manifested over 8,000, probably more as I'm recording this right now. And girl, if you know that you're ready for your next level, you've tried all the inner work, the shadow work, the inner child healing, you've applied all the business strategies, you've done money mindset work and just keep getting told that you have a money block. If you are done with creating the same external results, and if you are done with being stuck and are ready to remove this deep, deep subconscious root to celebrate the success, the abundance, the wealth, the worthiness, the fuck yes, and create even more, Manifest That Shit University is for you. I'm dropping the application in the show notes for those who apply and get accepted into the program. I am sharing a juicy as fuck bonus with you that's not available any other time. And make sure you fill out that application before September 6th, because after the 6th, price is going up because we've had so many incredible results inside. So price is going up. Again, all you have to do is fill out the application. We will have a convo. We can make it easy. Do it in the DMs, and that will lock you into the current price before it increases after September 6th. All right, girl. Let me tell you what we did with my client. This is what was going on. So she came to me because she was doing the thing. She was attracting clients here and there. However, she noticed that most of them were on an extended payment plan, right? And this was a payment plan that she didn't really desire. She didn't really want to do. It didn't really feel aligned. And she was like, why can't I just attract pay in full clients? I know that I am valuable. I know that my work is fucking awesome. Like, what is happening here? What is going on? Where is my blind spot? And so this is what I did with her to go from attracting extended payment plan clients here and there, which was like a few $100s, to pay in full clients, 5K plus. I know you've heard me talk about this because this technique isn't commonly taught in the inner work, self-development, manifestation world. And this is what changed everything for me. This is the science-backed technique that allowed me to get to the root of not only my subconscious, hers, and my clients, so we can remove the story that's keeping you stuck in lack. Your reticular activating system keeps showing you lack over and over and over again. And one thing I want to share with you, I shared this in the Money Encoding Map Masterclass. When I shared this, so many women were like, oh, thank you. I finally understand now why affirmations weren't working for me or aren't working for me. I thought that something was wrong with me. I thought that what I wanted wasn't possible. I wasn't capable. And they were like, the way that you explained that, I feel so free now. Fuck yes. Like that is what we want. Yeah. Because affirmations aren't fucking it. Do I like them? Yeah, of course I like them, but I don't lead with them. And I don't commonly teach affirmations in my work because here is the thing. I know you can't see me, and this is why I love master classes, because I teach with my hands and I'm very animated, if you can't tell through my voice. And so as a visual learner, it's easy for me to teach this on video when you can see me. However, I know that you'll be able to follow along with me. So I want you to think about your brain. With your brain, you have the conscious, which makes up 5%, just a little itty bitty portion. And then you have your subconscious, which makes up 95%. Okay. Most of us are only utilizing 1 to 3% of your conscious brain. What separates your conscious and your subconscious brain is a critical faculty. I want you to think of it as like a wall, right? A veil, a barrier. Notice how I'm not saying a block. It is a wall that can be removed. When you are affirming, I'm a wealthy woman, that is just going into the 1 to 3% of your conscious brain, your waking state when you're in beta. That is not even penetrating that wall, that veil, that barrier of the critical faculty to get to the 95% of your brain, of your subconscious. All right. This is why affirmations aren't working. We're not even penetrating the portion of the brain which runs the fucking show. I'm going to paint a picture for you. Have you ever drove home because you have done that drive over and over and over and over again? Have you ever drove home and you're like, what? Did I just black out? How the fuck did I just get home? Like, how am I in my driveway and my car is in park? Like, what? I don't remember anything. I don't know what songs I was listening to. Was I listening to a podcast? I don't know. I have no idea how I got here. How did you get there if consciously in your waking state, you were driving, you were awake, obviously your eyes were open, at least I hope so. They were. What do you think was getting you home? What do you think? If it wasn't your conscious mind, what was it? Your subconscious mind. Why? Because you have done that drive over and over and over again. What is something that goes over and over and over again? I want you to think of a trail, a path, a neural pathway, right? This is something that's known and familiar to you. In this example, your drive home. So this is a neural pathway, your drive home, that's linked to your reticular activating system, which is the lens that you view the world, life, your business through, right? Your reticular activating system is showing you like, oh, there's your drive home. Oh, here it is. Oh, there we go. And you're like, consciously, I don't even know how the fuck I just got home. Yeah, because your subconscious took you there, because it's known and familiar to you. So if you are using affirmations day in and day out, and you're like, why is nothing changing? Why is nothing working? I've been doing the shadow work. I've been doing the inner work. I've been doing the journaling, the meditations, all of the shit. All you're doing unknowingly, now you know, is you're working with your conscious mind in beta, 1 to 3%, right? Even though it's 5%. We haven't even penetrated that critical faculty to get to the subconscious mind, which is what drove you home, right? And so I want you to think about our neural pathways that we have been traveling for the past 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50 plus years. If those neural pathways in my subconscious run the show And they are deeply ingrained to lack, scarcity, struggle, not enough, unlovable, unworthy. It's never working out. I'll always be disappointed. How do you think that consciously you were showing up? You were operating. You are making moves from. You're making moves from those neural pathways in your subconscious ingrained to lack, scarcity, struggle, not enough, right? That's what's running the show. That's what's driving you home, even when consciously you're not aware. This is why I don't really do affirmations in my work. I do love them, of course, but I know when to implement them, and it sure as shit is not when you're in beta. That is when you're in your waking state. That's right now. That's what you're hearing me. I mean, you can't see me, but you're hearing me. You can look around, like see what's going on in your environment. You're in beta right now, right? To allow you to penetrate that critical faculty to get to the subconscious mind, we need to go beyond beta. We even want to go beyond alpha, which is meditation, and into theta. This is where your subconscious accepts commands. Your subconscious isn't accepting commands, aka affirmations, when you are in beta, when you are in your conscious waking state. So how can we get our subconscious to accept commands? Hypnosis, and the number one tool that I utilize with my one-on-one clients, and now making this available, the whole effing reason why I started MTSU, my mastermind, so even more women can change their fucking life and the trajectory of their business, their career, all the beautiful things that they desire for themselves. They actually receive it with ease. This is where you see results from neural energetic encoding. This is the technique that I guide my clients to, where we uncover your root. What happens is, from our conversation, I can hear your root. I can hear your subconscious root. You can't, because you're hypnotized by it. I can hear it after asking a few questions and getting in there, subconscious ninja. And then once we get to the root is when we do the neural energetic encoding technique. This is where we go back to a time in the past, either ages 0 to 7, in the womb, past life, or generational, and we go to the exact moment. Don't worry, I guide you through it. Your subconscious reveals this moment to you, where in that moment, you accepted this limiting decision as your truth. From there, since that moment, it's been panning out in your life where you pulled in limiting beliefs, where you've then been showing up and operating out of this deep, deep root of scarcity, of struggle, of lack, of not enough, of it's not working. And this is why it's like, Kelly, I've done all of the work. I've worked with coaches before. I've been in all of the programs, all of the courses, and it's still not working. I see you and I hear you. So have I. So have I. And I was like, why the fuck is nothing working? Nothing really like drastically, massively changed for me until I got certified in neuro-linguistic programming and neural energetic encoding, EFT tapping practitioner, becoming a hypnotherapist, right? I'm not kidding you when I said I've tried it all. And it wasn't until science-backed techniques that I was able to really rewire, reprogram my brain, and to change my money stories, to change my stories on life in general. I had so many other deeply rooted stories in addition to lack, right? When we uncover them, when we clear them out, oof, that's where life gets really fucking good. Why? I'm not even talking about external results. I'm talking about because you feel good, because you finally fucking feel good. And from there, your external reality massively, massively shifts. Okay, so you know what this science-backed technique is, neural energetic encoding. And we also shifted her perspective on something. I'm going to tell you right now. This is another added layer that just within 3 days, $3,000 from a painful client came her way. So fucking easy. So we were talking and she was telling me how she felt different. She felt good, but she felt a little bit of ickiness, stickiness when it came to painful clients, right? And let me just tell you, when I work with my clients, it's not like, oh, we did that technique, bye. I'm like, girl, hey, how we feeling? What's coming up for you? Let's keep going, because we know I don't do surface level. We keep getting to the root so we can fully break free. how are you feeling? And she was letting me know that she was sharing something on her social media. And she was like, ooh, I feel a little resistance. I feel a little like stickiness, ickiness. And so we talked through that. And this is what she said. And I want to share this with you because I know that you've had the exact same thought. She was like, okay, I'm feeling good, but I'm feeling experiences from the past come up. And I was like, okay, let's fucking talk about it. Like, what's coming up for you? And she said, up until this point, I haven't yet seen painful clients come in. I haven't yet had that experience. And I said, okay, this is where a lot of us tend to be like, well, it hasn't happened yet. So this is just how it's going to be for me. This is the trajectory of my life and business. This is what's going to keep happening. And so I said, okay, in this moment, this is where we get to show your subconscious mind different evidence. Because based off of your beliefs, your neural pathways, based off of what has happened in the past, our subconscious keeps seeking that evidence to prove to you, if you have that thought and belief, well, it hasn't happened yet. This has been what it's like for me. It's not working out. Then your subconscious is going to keep seeking, searching that evidence of, see, maybe I didn't get any clients. See, another client on an extended payment plan that I don't even like this payment plan. It doesn't even feel good for me. Your subconscious will continue to seek evidence to prove and back up your beliefs and what's ingrained in your neural pathways. So I said, that's what your subconscious is seeking. That's the evidence that it wants to have to continue to show your reticular activating system. So let's give your subconscious new evidence. And I simply asked her, have you seen other people pay in full in other programs, containers, courses that you've been? She's like, yeah. I said, have you ever paid in full in anything else? She's like, yeah. And I said, is it possible that people all over the world pay in full in any area, any service, any container in life and our business? She's like, yeah, that happens all the time, probably like every single day. I said, okay. So just by you taking a moment to reflect on that, seeing that, yes, people all over the world, every single effing day, pay in full for services, for experiences, for whatever the fuck, this happens in that moment. She showed her subconscious mind the evidence of it is possible, a possibility, the evidence of how others pay in full, and evidence of how it is a possibility for her to have pay in full clients. And then guess what motherfucking happened? I think we were voxing, and I think it was the end of the next day is when she was like, whoop, 3K, whoop, pay in full client. And I'm like, fuck yes. So we did the neural energetic encoding. And then the next day and a half, we worked through this of what was coming up, that stickiness, that ickiness. And then it was a day and a half, or could have been the next day later, 3K, right? So 3K in just 3 motherfucking days after this science-backed technique, and after showing her subconscious mind new evidence to back her new beliefs. Even if it wasn't in her reality yet, because it wasn't in her reality yet. And so by me asking her that question and showing her that it does happen, that people do pay in full for services all the effing time, every single day, that simple switch allowed her subconscious to stop seeking evidence of it's not possible and began to seek evidence of it is possible, because it does fucking happen all over the world. Which means it can happen for me. And it did fucking happen for her. So, my love, this is what's possible. This is what's possible when we break through that barrier and get deep into your subconscious. When you remove those old neural pathways of lack and create new money-making neural pathways, your reticular activating system shows you more abundance, more success, more prosperity, more wealth, more fun, more ease, more fuck yes in your life. That's just how it works. It's science. So I'm going to ask you a question, and I invite you to really feel into this. If you don't change this today, your neural pathways, if you don't change this today, what will life look for you a year from now? What will life look for you a year from now? I want you to really reflect on that. And I know that this is activating something within you because you're like, it's my fucking time. It's my time because it is my birthright to make a huge effing impact on the world, and abundance is my birthright. Success is my birthright. Happiness, joy, love, worthiness is my birthright. This is how it gets to be for you, and you're the one who gets to decide that. You're the one who gets to make this beautiful transformation. You're the one who gets to change your money story, to change your story on how life and business works for you. So girl, if you know that you are ready for your next level, Manifest That Shit University Mastermind to manifest your next 3K or more, so much more in 33 days, I'm popping that application in the show notes. Just by applying before September 6th, you're getting locked into the current price. Again, price is going up after the 6th because we have had so many amazing transformations and results inside. And when you get accepted into the program, I'm going to give you a juicy as fuck bonus to kickstart your money and abundance manifestation. To really kickstart your money and abundance manifestations. Ooh, I'm so excited. This is going to be so fun. Let's fucking go. All right, my loves, let me know what comes your way, what lands for you after tuning into this. Slide into my DMs. And of course, we can set up a free abundance manifestation audit. Just DM me the word audit. And until next time, let's go manifest that shit. Mwah. That was so much freaking fun. If you love this episode as much as I did, please take a screenshot and tag me on Instagram at @the_badassbabe so I can share and celebrate you. And I have a special gratitude gift for you. If you're feeling called, please give us a 5-star rating and write your review on Apple Podcasts. Take a screenshot, submit it. Let me know and I'll send you instant access to my Fuck Yes Money Hypnosis as a thank you. And I'll see you in the next episode.